Ryan, like Preacher Boy, your gift comes from home and it is big. Conjuring spirits from the past and future, I felt the presence of the ancestors' pride and joy daily on your set. Your commitment to artistry, truth, and humanity is to be treasured and protected at all costs. Ryan, like Preacher Boy, your gift comes from home and it is big. Conjuring spirits from the past and future, I felt the presence of the ancestors' pride and joy daily on your set. Your commitment to artistry, truth, and humanity is to be treasured and protected at all costs.
All right, guys. So this is Wunmi Mosaku, and this is her accepting the Best Supporting Actress award at the BAFTA Film Awards, okay, 2026. I wanted to do a quick live stream on this because I believe that it's very important that you understand your influences. Now, a live stream like this is not me condemning the act, the cast, the directors, the producers. This is not me condemning the people. This is me bringing awareness on what is being fed to you. I don't know if everybody can hear me. If you can all hear me, let me know in the chat that you can hear me. Let me know. Just write I can hear you. Let me know if everybody can hear me. Perfect. All right. So again, you know, when people in the world, of the world, or on a worldly platform, on a worldly stage, make these comments or do things like this, it shouldn't be a shock to us. It shouldn't be a shock to you because that's what they know. Okay, that's who she is. That's what they know. This is not condemning her. This is giving my biblical perspective, biblical opinion on what we're watching. Okay, using this clip to educate the audience, okay, to educate our audience. This is my biblical opinion. Okay, now I'm not going to be on for too long. I'm just gonna get right into it. Now the question you have to ask yourself is, what are you feeding yourself when you watch Hollywood movies? What are you feeding your soul? What are you feeding your spirit? What are you accepting? What are the sources? What are the sources of the actors and actresses? What are the spirits that influence them to act the way they act, to produce the way they produce, to write the things that they write in? I remember when one of the movies came out, everyone was buzzing about that particular movie, and my dad said, I'm not going to watch that movie. And my dad said, and I don't advise y'all to watch the movie. Unfortunately, we had already watched it. Okay. But he's like, I don't advise anybody to watch that movie. And my question was, why? And his response was, growing up in the family he grew up in and growing up in the environment that he grew up in, he was exposed to those things that were being shown in the movie as science fiction, but the reality of them. I'm talking about Black Panther. I'm talking about the ancestral rituals done in Black Panther. That wasn't Hollywood. That was demonic. You know, I mean, Hollywood is demonic. It wasn't just, you know, innocent entertainment. That was ancestral worship. So what you do essentially is, imagine if they are sacrificing babies. Okay, people are listen, this is good. Imagine people are sacrificing babies right now. You say, I don't believe in sacrificing babies. I don't believe in those rituals. I don't believe in none of that stuff. And they say, okay, well, We're not going to sacrifice the babies. We're going to teach you how to do that, okay? And we're going to show you about all that stuff. And then you show up front row in the assembly of people who sacrifice babies. What does that say about your spirit? What does that say about you? What are you doing to yourself being in such gatherings? All right, so now you're not there physically. You're just watching service online. You're just watching the process online. You're just watching the ancestral worship over a TV screen. You're watching it over in a movie theater. You're watching it on Netflix, on Amazon Prime. You're watching it at home. It is the same thing as sitting in front of, a baby sacrificing cult. Because that's part of what they do. You see, when kings would die in those days, they would bury humans, children, around the grave of the kings, alive. So a lot of the things you've seen in those movies are actually real things that have been masqueraded and masked around, superheroic themes. Okay, like in Yoruba mythology, there is Shango, right? In Norse or in other mythologies, you probably know him as Thor. Same person, different name. And then you go watch the movie Thor, and you're really celebrating the promotion, the expression of Shango, who is the god of thunder. So before you watch any of these things, ask yourself, am I participating in the idolatry? Because giving your money to, I don't want to call it an altar, an entertainment altar. I don't want to sound like that, but let's just call it that for now, okay? As a placeholder. Giving your money to that, giving your attention to that means you're giving your support to it. And I'm not trying to be over spiritual. I'm not trying to over spiritualize it. But if I told you today that we're going to go sit down in a shrine and learn about Shango, you're not going to follow me. So why are you sitting in your house watching their online service? Because that's what it is. It's an online service. It's a live stream. You're celebrating it. You feel the emotions when he does something heroic. You feel it. And then the deeper question is not even the script. It's the influence of those that have written the scripts and directing the scripts. Because everything you're watching has been blessed by something. Everything you're consuming has been blessed by something. This is why you have kosher. This is why you have halal. This is why you have meats of every, different religions. They kill their meats in different ways. And yes, the Bible tells us, speaks to us in Corinthians about, meat and all that stuff. But it doesn't take away the fact that you will not go sit down knowingly sit down in a demonic altar and ask them to give you food so you can participate in eating of their meal. Now, I'm not telling you never to watch movies, never to watch TV, but I'm telling you to be careful about what you watch. Be careful about what you're participating in. Be careful. Even the most innocent movies, what seems like innocence, sometimes those things actually are influenced by dark spirits. Perhaps you watch something you shouldn't have watched. Be prayerful. Pray after. Lord, protect my eyes. Protect my soul. Protect my mind. Maybe you were not sure before you watched it and then you watched it. Pray. Best believe that there is an agenda that supports that thing you've watched. And you don't want to become a pawn in a demonic agenda. You don't want to become a pawn in a scheme, maybe a government scheme. A lot of these movies are also very controlled by the government, right? And then even the ones being controlled by a government, there's this spirit that's working behind it. There's something in the background, and it's not the Spirit of God. So be careful about what you watch. Pray, be watchful, be prayerful, spend time in the Word, spend less time consuming entertainment that is not good for you. I talked a little bit about that on Sunday at church, and I just felt like I needed to bring quick awareness to what you've just seen right now, okay? And don't celebrate in the spirit of Black culture, embrace idolatry. You know, like, oh, it's a Black producer, it's a Black director. And then because of that, you ignore the evil. Okay, let's not be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. Let us be in the Word. Let us stay grounded in the Word. Let us stay grounded in Jesus. I hope this has encouraged you. God bless you, and I will see you very soon. Bye.